You know how people say your child is like a sponge? They absorb everything. I've heard that saying forever, but I don't think I really understood it until I started hearing my own words come back at me from a much smaller person. I'll say something like, "What the heck?" And then later, my son is walking around saying, "What the heck?" And my daughter, she's picking it up in her own way too. That's when it hit me. Not in a dramatic way, more like a quiet, uncomfortable realization. Like, oh, that's me. So I started connecting dots, not just words, but tone, urgency, frustration, the way I move through moments that don't go smoothly. And suddenly, I'm thinking, this might be why my son reacts like this, and why my daughter responds that way. Because that's how I react. And once I saw that, I didn't immediately know what to do with it. I just knew something about my reactions wasn't helping the moment. That's when that voice showed up on my shoulder. Not the wise one, the honest one. The one that isn't judging you, but also isn't impressed. Just standing there like, "So, this is what we're doing now." No solution, just commentary. I didn't have language for it yet. I just knew reacting like that wasn't leadership. And that's when something my wife had been learning finally started to click for me. She calls it circle of security. I heard it during one of her trainings, just listening in from the side, and one line stuck with me. When your child is having a tough time, you can't afford to be having one too, because if you are overwhelmed, they are going to feel even more overwhelmed. But if they see you calm, they have something solid to hold on to. And that hit me because I realized that's not how I'd been showing up. Frustration plays a big role in how I parent. I'm quick to it, and even quicker to what I call hurry up rage. Not abusive rage, just that tone. "You know how to do this. Come on. Why are you crying? We've done this before." I thought I was helping. Turns out I was just adding noise. Here's a real moment. My son is learning how to put his shirt on by himself. The first time? Totally fine. The shirt goes over his head, it gets dark for a second, no problem. Then suddenly, it is a problem. He panics, starts crying, breathing fast, and honestly, so do I. My frustration kicks in, and instead of leading the moment, I react to it. I start barking instructions. "Calm down. It's okay. I'm right here." Which sounds helpful, but it wasn't. It was like yelling "relax" at someone who's already panicking. Nobody relaxes after that. After all of this started clicking for me, I tried something different. Next time it happened, I slowed everything down. I didn't let his panic become my panic. I helped him with the shirt, but more importantly, I helped him with what was happening inside. I told him, "Your heart's probably racing right now. We're gonna slow it down. Let's take a deep breath together. You've got this." Same situation, completely different energy, and it worked. I won't lie. There was a moment where I wondered if I'd already made things harder for him earlier. If my reactions taught him that confusion means danger. That's not an easy thought to sit with, but it also changed something in me because I realized this. My job isn't to control my child's emotions. My job is to regulate myself so they can learn how to regulate theirs. Kids really are sponges, not just for what we say, but for how we move through stress. And lately, I've been asking myself, when my children feel overwhelmed, what are they absorbing from me? Panic or calm? I don't have this figured out, just something I'm learning to notice, one moment at a time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and one love.